faith made him blind and led him to a predictable and ignominious end.
Alright.
So do I. Do you wish to talk about something else? You know where to find me, rogue trader.
Okay. What is this game? If so, what is the routing number of your bank? What? 5. That's just 5. I'm very old. And the game is Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Okay. Let's see. We need to go back to the map. Okay. Footfall. Lord Captain, we've received a Vox message from Footfall. The Inquisition has declared martial law on the station due to the threat of Malleus Extremus. Docking will require special permission, and even most of the asteroids have been cordoned off. The station's custodian, her ladyship Incendia Corda, sends her greetings and invites your lordship to disembark at the docks with a small retinue. Her enforcers will meet you there to escort you to another chamber for private audience. What other options for landing on Footfall do we have? We have none, Lord Captain. The augurs are reporting that all docking gates not watched by enforcers are locked and rigged with explosives. Very well. Let us take a look at Footfall's new hospitality. As you wish, Lord Captain. Only one option, atrium. This is the rogue trader that likes you, Monk. They all like me. What are you talking about? I'm so likable. Yeah, going back to earlier, like Divinity Original Sin 2, your summons in that game, if they died, you could just resummon it like right away. So in that game, it was very abusable. Also, they were quite strong. They had a thing where like when you summon them, depending on the surface they were on, they would inherit that surface. So like if you summoned them on a flame, they would be like a fire elemental. If you summoned them out of a pool of, like if you hit an enemy and a pool of blood comes out of them and then you summon them out of that, they would be a life-stealing like blood elemental. There's all kinds of crazy stuff you could do. She's caught up.
There will be no peace in my wake.
What's that? Okay.
I still can't believe we be saved. In the Dark City, I often pray to the Exalted One, and now I'm going to need a lot of thrones to hold up my end of the bargain. But I have no regrets.
My end of the bar, she was bargaining with... Oh! It's a horror game now. Okie dokie. You survived the trial. How did you manage that? When they grabbed you on the street, I thought... I like how they're taking turns sitting on nothing. I was a hair's breadth from servitorization, yes, but one of the patrols confirmed I wasn't at the scene.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Jay, can you pick the lock on this?
And done.
Have mercy, our families are starving. We only took a couple of Nutri-Bars. Lies. I see clearly with my naked eye the corruption that has engulfed your nature. Only the cleansing fire can absolve you now. Guilty. Yeah, I'm as dogmatic as the next guy, but that guy took a Snickers and you're hit him with a flamethrower? Is this fire cleansing enough for you, you crazy hag? The Emperor protects me. Guilty. Burn him. Oh, that assassination attempt didn't go very well, did it? Incendia Corda is absorbed in reading a long strip of parchment. Her left hand is holding a silver spoon with which she is carefully scooping up brain matter. Wait, what? Hold on. Unknown number. She is scooping up brain matter from the open skull of the man contorted next to her. This dude who's alive? I mean, that's kind of gross either way, but... Mukluk, I was informed of your arrival. Exhaustion has marked Incendia's features with a crisscross of lines and deep furrows. Her cheek is forever twisted in a continuous nervous tick, yet her eyes are ablaze with indomitable resolve. A dazzling aura of power and righteous fury surrounds her like a mantle. She gracefully brings a gold-plated inhaler to her lips, takes a deep breath, and the fire in her gaze flares like a plasma thruster. Look closely at Incendia. One look at Incendia's full-dress uniform shows that it has not been changed in many days. The collar is greasy and the braid trim is stained with sweat. The air is tinged with the smell of an inhaled stimulant that is used to give serfs the ability to work multiple watches without rest. Point at the man with the open skull. What is that? Incendia sinks her silver spoon into the man's brain and slowly consumes the revolting morsel. I must know the taste of a criminal's thoughts. It is how I learn to recognize their patterns. Flesh and blood can grant revelations, but not like this. Devouring flesh is a profane act. Kibella looks with disapproval at the open brain and the pulsing blue vein within. This is not the way to serve the Undying One. I want to try a bite? No, that's with a heretic run. Put the poor man out of his misery. This entertainment of yours reeks of corruption. Incendia does not bat an eye at the man's death. A laughable accusation. Do you think yourself capable of detecting corruption? Something wild sparks in her pale eyes. You know not the first thing about perceiving it, sensing it, peering into people's souls, then seeing the heinousness within. You do not know what it's like to look at their faces and see the brand of their impious deeds. But I know it all too well, and none shall escape my wrath. I've encountered sanctioned death cults that practice cannibalism as part of their way of praising the Emperor. A surprisingly large number of them harbored heresy within. You have suspicions about me? Well, it is your duty to suspect, but do your eyes see any trespass here? No, I have committed no malefaction against him. I do not see a single tome of the Lex Imperialis in this place, which means you have spurned the letter of the Emperor's law and that of Holy Terror. Your judgment is your own. How far have you fallen in your hubris, Incendia? You have the gall to accuse me of heresy. No, you are the one indulging your hubris by thinking that your former life outweighs the deeds of your present. My former life being Arbides. Hide behind your dusty tomes all you want. I will show you true justice. The Lord Inquisitor has bestowed upon me the honor of bringing order to this cesspool of pirates and heretics, to rid Footfall of the corruption that has fettered its limbs and turned this Imperial station into a hotbed of free thinking and inefficiency, and I will not rest until all have been judged. Continue. It pleases me that you get to share in the triumph of Footfall's purging with me. What? Requires dogmatic. See, I didn't see this option last time. You said you would not rest until you had judged every soul on this station. I, too, wish to stand before your court. Plus 30? That's how much dogmatic I got when I judged a planet. Incendia stares at you in amazement. You truly wish to stand trial. Very well. May your zeal serve as an example to the rest. Incendia leans forward and peers into your eyes. Her gaze, like a monk carrying a rushlight, wanders down the corridors of your soul's fortress, checking every corner in search of the slightest faults or traces of corruption. Moments pass as Incendia conducts her very thorough investigation until at last she reclines on her throne again. A weary smile touches her lips. I see no sign of taint in your soul, Mukluk. You are pure before the Emperor, and thus I acquit you and grant you his blessing in parting. Go forth and bring his punishment to those who have turned their back on his word. That was a lot of dogmatic. What happened between you and Winterscale? Winterscale is a traitor. While the Expanse burns, ravaged by heretics and unhallowed Xenos, he abandoned his duty completely and had the nerve to ignore the Lord Inquisitor's call to battle. My servants are capturing his worlds and ships while he hides from his reckoning, indulging his base urges. Soon enough, he too will stand before judgment. Since you, Mukluk, helped me curb Caligos's appetites once before, when you refused to help Footfall with shipments of grain and allowed Corda to take control, I will invite you to divide his territories with me. Once we have extinguished these roaring flames of wickedness, House von Valancius will be welcome to partake in the conquest of that profaner's worlds. Have you and Caligos lost your minds? The Expanse is in a calamitous state, and you two are busy settling scores. You must cease this at once. Negotiating with that mad dog is off the table now. He will merely laugh at your talk of reconciliation and execute your envoys. For too long has Caligos reveled in impunity and believed himself king of his world. So you're in charge of Footfall now? Indeed I am. When the Lord Inquisitor enacted martial law in the Expanse, I offered him my support at once. Footfall was chosen as the Lord Inquisitor's headquarters, and the position of Footfall's liege was temporarily abolished for the duration of this war, or perhaps longer than that. All authority was transferred to the station's warden, to me. While the Lord Inquisitor is preoccupied with matters of strategic planning, I am tasked with overseeing security and order. I like the option to hover over something and get a recap of what it's talking about. Yeah, this game is really good with its tooltips. And there is much to do on that front. Pirates and smugglers, apostates and cold traders, deserters and outlaws, every one of them warrants attention. Cracking her neck, stiff from many hours of reading documents, Incendia again dips her silver spoon and scoops out brain matter from the open skull of the poor fellow standing next to her. I mean, he's not standing, I killed him. Everywhere you look, servants are buckling under heavy stacks of new denunciations, warrants, and other documents.
Mukluk love.
Where's the Lord Inquisitor? In the Liege chambers, coordinating the Expanse's defense, his attention is focused on matters of vital importance, and he is not seeing any supplicants. The soldier wearing inquisitorial armor echoes Incendia's words. Your lordship cannot see the Lord Inquisitor now, however, he bade to inform your lordship he will summon you later when circumstances permit. Chuckle and point at the assassin's corpse. I could tell you are quite popular with the locals. FCC, thank you for the sub, dude. Appreciate that. Welcome back. 76 months. This attempt was mediocre and far from the first, but my enforcers and my throne keep me safe. She pats an armrest and smiles. Its refractor field is impervious even to tank shells. That thief Takara had this sacred Drusian relic stashed in one of his storerooms. We shall see whether Footfall will thank the Emperor for your reign. In due time, I shall weed out all of the taint that has bred here on Footfall for so long, and then pious fear, loyalty, and devotion will once again become the pillars of this station under his watchful eye. Enough words. Your accused wait, and so do my duties. Wait. You have a duty to the Emperor that you must see to. Vladimir Takara, the deplorable rebel who once ruled the station, has slipped from my grasp. He is inciting the people to revolt, killing my servants, and hiding from my wrath with the dexterity of a void rat. My informers claim he often appears in that den of unrest that bears the irreverent name the Adeptus Amacicus. We have made several attempts to arrest him, yet he has evaded capture each time. Reverend Hieronymus has gone there to convince him to surrender quietly, but his efforts have likewise been unsuccessful. In the interest of Footfall's integrity, Takara must be apprehended. Together we shall make that scoundrel pay for his crimes. Let him drink the cup of his wrath to full, a cup that will be delivered by our hands. The asteroid where the Adeptus Amacicus is located has been cordoned off, but my enforcer will take you there. I want you to learn to lure Takara out of his hole and seize him so that he may stand trial. Do this for the sake of Footfall's liberation and pave the road that my justice will tread. You pronounce Vladimir a criminal. Why wouldn't I? That vile rogue's infamy is known to all. He patronized thieves, smugglers, and pirates. By his leave, heresies and unholy cults flourished. That he has evaded punishment this long can only be described as gross negligence, which I intend to rectify in short order. Some of the people you wish to execute are useful to me. I purchase valuable equipment from them. The scoundrels and thieves will be replaced by honest suppliers. Even degenerates such as Kazbalika can be of some use in the coming crisis, but their willful leaders need to be replaced with more pliable and trepidatious successors. It is the only way for us to protect ourselves from being stabbed in the back. Why did Hieronymus go to the Adeptus Amacicus? Reverend Hieronymus headed where the rebels are seen most often so he could preach to them and sway them to repent. Alas, he still cannot see the difference between those who have erred and those who are beyond the hope of redemption. I'm pretty sure the last time I played this, I helped Vladimir take Korda down. Like, neither of them are good guys. What if I help Korda this time? I will help you deal with Vladimir. I never doubted you. The Emperor protects. But remember, her eyes flash maniacally. None of the rebel leaders are allowed to die before their trial. I forbid you to execute them without my leave. Okay.
Mukluk Bobble.
Hey, Trezana, thank you. Appreciate that. Alright, so I think I go back this way now.
Patience? My nerves are frayed.
Let's see. Martyr's Endurance. I think this is the bar where we met Jay. It's nice to look in here every now and then outside Guild Wars 2 times. Well, typically I'm doing Guild Wars 2 every Tuesday. And other games on the other days, so there's a lot of days to peek in here. 2 arms. Wait! It's his lordship von Valancius. I thought it was Korda's dogs with another inspection. Stand down. False alarm.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
You have no other options, Ryza. If you abandon Footfall to Korda and flee, where are you going to sell your goods? Or restock your supplies? It will just be a slow death for all of you with no ammunition, no water, and no air. So quit bargaining with fate and stick to the plan. Plan? More like a suicide pact. You have no allies, no weapons, nothing. Vladimir and Riza notice you, and the old pirate grins sarcastically. You're a runt trying to play with the big boys, Vakamo. You've taken on a rogue trader's dynasty with only a handful of heavies and a couple of guns to your name. The way I see it, your march to the gallows is more of a gallop. Then you note the contraption replacing Riz's right leg. A tangle of thick cables around industrial cylinder pistons. A makeshift augmetic rigged up from whatever was available at the docks. The pirate has not been wearing it for long, judging by the fresh stitches on her stump. Every so often, the ligament sparks. Decision consequences. You refused to help Footfall with shipments of grain and allowed Korda Dynasty to take control of the station. So, that made her lose a leg. Turning away from Riza, Vladame's expression does not change, but an indistinct curse falls from his lips. What do we have here? A couple of hardened insurgents? With a wry smile, Vladame corrects you. Ungodly, lawless rabble-rousers who are a threat to the security of the station. Kindly refer to us using our full titles, please. Charles says, since I'm rarely watching a stream actively, most of my watching times are during the longer-lasting events of yours too. Gotcha. Yeah, typically, like, if they do drops, or if there's, like, a new content or something I want to do, then I'll, typically play it for a week or two straight. But, my regular schedule is I play it 1 day a week. Greetings, your lordship. And as for you, Vakimo, I've got nothing to add. Your plan's utter crap. I don't gamble on those kind of odds. I'll leave you to think about your prospects. Maybe you'll realize that using my shuttle would be a better idea while me and my shuttle are still here. This is so stupid. Alright, so I'm surrounded by these people. And I'm just going to draw my weapon and shout, "In the name of the law, every insurgent present here is under arrest." That's like a cop, like, imagine a single cop doing that in the middle of, like, a mob den. Vladame is lightning fast as he whips his pistol out of his holster and smiles. I knew this was exactly how our little war was going to end. Alright then, let's do this the Footfall way. If I pay you thrones, that means you to battle. Enough, Vladame! I was hoping I could temper your pride, but you are too rooted in your arrogant and heretical ways. All you're faithful to the Emperor. Let us take a stand for his liege, rogue trader von Valancius.
Oh, glorious!
Okay, whose side is everyone on?
I will take you down.
Slith. Kabalite warriors. I love these guys who are just continuing to, like, eat and drink. Like, that would be me in this situation. Get your characters in position. Alright. I want people to be close enough together that we can, do buffs and stuff, if possible. I need the Echo near the middle. Wait, what's... Oh, I have to do like this. Okay. Wait, there's still something wrong. What? Oh, the dog. You can't start within melee range of an enemy. Alright, Heinrichs, give him an action.
I won't
Regen on the party.
for the throne's
Forewarning.
glory. Go on.
Discharge. Okay. Frontline.
I'm not
Stronghold
accustomed to being
stratagem.
ordered around.
Pull everyone in this area closer together.
If you insist,
Giving a
Lord
few
Captain.
attacks of opportunity. Put a
I
debuff
am a
on the boss, it'll
navigator,
start spreading
not a
around.
servitor.
Hold on. Let's make it quick.
Dang. He hit Jay really hard just then.
Let's get to it. That all you've got.
Cabela.
I
Buff.
shall not
Buff.
fail.
Take away his ability to
As
parry.
honor ordains.
Buff.
As
Buff.
the tenets
Buff.
demand. As honor ordains. I shall not fail.
Splat! Oh my god. Kool-Aid everywhere.
Trust me. Come, The other side awaits, as honor ordains.
Okay. Kick.
You've unleashed my fury. Let me educate you on your claw and fast. The foe will be torn asunder.
Alright, trying to not have the bullet pierce through this guy and hit my team. That would be awful.
Play. None can do this better than a warrior of the All-Father. Quick, quick.
Oh, there's a guard helping me.
Fate claims.
Muck just parried and killed... Wait, was that the boss? What the hell? Look at all this! What? No, it was a thug. Okay. Where is the... Did we already kill the boss? Where is he? Oh, he's over there. Okay, so he was here. I don't know when he moved over there. All right. Okay. That was a nice parry, though.
Let's see.
Taunting those two.
A wicked thought. Let's see.
Nice. Well, I guess I didn't need to taunt him. I didn't realize I could kill them both in the same turn.
What is my muse?
Crippling shot on the guard.
Let's get to it.
Another one is
Oh.
shattered.
We just killed something. Wait. Muck dodged and parried. Deals 56 damage to Thug. Critical hit. Thug dies. Okay. Let's see. I just realized I haven't buffed yet. Heinrich's, usually on Heinrich's first turn, I buff up, and this is Heinrich's first turn.
Let's see to it. I won't object to it, but of course, Lord Captain.
Fight's almost over.
I won't object to it.
Okay, so... Provocations. Alright, so if we're gonna use the skulls as explosives, instead of using the Medicae signal, Provocation signal. At the start of their turn, each enemy in a 4-cell radius around the skull swarm makes a willpower test with a penalty. Each enemy that fails the test will make a free attack against the closest creature, ally, or enemy if possible.
Commands are more pleasant to give than to follow. Two are better than one.
Let's see what happens. I could do more with her turn, but I want to see how this pans out. Alright, so yeah, there was the fire and the provocation. Yeah. And it hit the friendly guard too. So this thing is just a remote control, like, repeated bomb at this point. Which is very different gameplay.
I have become the All-Father's worthy instrument!
I gotta be careful or he's gonna shoot through these guys and kill the skull.
See you die in disgrace! Don't dishonor the wolf with such tasks. Our foes reek of cowardice.